Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew. What family's everything?
Until it's not. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Aunt. Well, guys, you won. Sorry.
You did win.
Sorry
You
for
just
us.
yeah. We don't like New York.
Not
And
at all.
so we asked and you answered, and
hmm
the consensus was
Let's do it.
that
But we're
you
gonna
all
make it
want to
short and sweet. We're gonna be very snarky,
wicked
but we're
snarky.
gonna address anything serious at the top of the episode.
Yes.
So,
In this
Erin's
episode,
mom.
we're going to address Erin's mother and her breast cancer. Want to remind everyone, especially our women out there, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if
Totally.
you need to go get a mammogram, go get a mammogram. And so I think it was great that this episode of New York, they addressed the fact that Erin's mom is going through cancer. And I know a lot of people who've shaved their hair when their loved one. So it was kind of funny that she only cut it. She
A
didn't
little
shave
bit.
it. I mean, but that's my snark on that.
Yeah, a little bit. And also, like, that's why Bryn probably made the comment she did. Like, if you
Yeah,
walked in with
yeah,
like a wig on,
yeah,
or like
yeah,
shaved your head, I don't think she would have made that comment. Um,
totally. I
but
just want to say, okay, so God bless Erin's mom. I hope she's well.
yeah,
Woe is me episode. Oh, woe is me. I can't get my kid in the right kindergarten. I can't get my kid in
yeah,
the
it is.
right
It's so
college.
annoying.
Then I can't get my
However,
kid.
Sai, I will say this: Sai's LaGuardia is public,
Yeah, no, she's like, my kid's going to public school. I am
but
paying for
also like the
this.
performing arts schools in New York City are known
Well,
to
it's
be
like
amazing.
fame,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
live forever. Yeah,
yeah, like
it's a whole
LaGuardia.
different thing. Yeah. Oh, is LaGuardia? Where is LaGuardia? Near the airport?
Probably not, but it's like
I
it's
thought
relatively
that's
in,
all
but I
I
don't think
could
it's like
think of
next
is I
door.
prefer to go into
I think
LaGuardia
it's in
versus
Queens.
JFK. And I want to tell you, I don't care where your kid goes. And I will say one thing about other franchises like the OC.
Hmm.
Nobody ever cared about where their kids were going to college in the OC. And Lynn Curtin and her daughters are example number one.
Yes.
Oof, that girl. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Lynn Curtin's daughter, go type the name.
I
Anyways,
hope like now that we've made this idea that like this isn't the Housewives cast, they're all just a
yeah,
bunch of fucking characters.
yeah, they're all much characters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just all a bunch of like whack jobs.
yeah.
I can't unsee it. So
No,
like now when I'm watching, like I see this scene and I'm like, okay, Bryn's just sitting there. She was good. It was great. The tap water line was awesome. I have to
it
give her
was.
credit for that.
Yeah, she's
I thought it was
because
gonna
I
be a
suck on some tap
reunion
water.
moment where like it was gonna cause a big issue. I'm not up to speed on like the quality of tap water in New York City.
Oh,
However,
it's known for
Cohen,
being fine.
yeah, Andy Cohen
Yeah,
said that, it was
yeah.
fine.
He
I'll watch what
drinks tap.
happens.
It's fine.
But I will say that I also give Bryn a lot of credit for telling her at the end.
Yeah, once they
But I
made up.
also like that this is the thing that I will say. There's a moment here, there's a behavior here that I like that we haven't seen that maybe those over in Jersey could adapt to.
Oh, and that is.
Have a horrible fight with someone, think the worst of them, and then by the end of the scene be good with them. And those
Oh
are the
yeah,
days
no,
of
they hold on, but
Housewives.
yeah,
I
they
miss
can't do
those
it.
days.
They can't do it in Jersey. They're all Italian. Italians, if they even
I
just
think
have a
we talk about
thread.
generations too. I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
if
a
they have a
generational thing.
thread of Sicilian running through your Italian blood, you will carry that grudge to the day you die. They can't help it.
Okay, but I
It's a
will just say
Sicilian
too,
thing.
I think it's also one of those where like it's just nice to see fresh new blood. Like it's nice to see people that don't
Yeah.
have deep cuts with each other, deep feelings. They're
Yeah.
able to move past it.
They don't have
And
any relationship with
they're
each other
both a
really either.
mess.
Who?
I mean, the
Who's
fact that
who's
Bryn and Aaron, and the
oh
fact
yeah,
that they're having this
Aaron
heavy
must be
conversation
perimenopausal at this point, I figure.
at the end of this
And
heavy
she's
conversation.
broke.
She's broke, but I also have to
The
say,
funny part is they were dissing on Jenna Lyons, who popped up
yeah,
with her $213,000 Bentley and was like, "Oh, I'm driving." And it turns out that Jenna's not broke. Erin is.
yeah.
Yeah, Erin's the broke one. She's broke. And I want Bryn to go to Staten Island for just the night. Tell her to
How
take the ferry
offended,
over.
but listen, how
It's
offended was
free. She can
Erin?
take the Staten Island ferry over from downtown.
I don't know if Bryn was really insulting. I think what Bryn was saying is that like the way you're talking right now, the way you're acting is like how people in Staten Island act.
Don't insult me. I'm a Manhattan girl through and through.
That was so like that was worse. Was like
Wouldn't you love Renee
she says I'm a
Graziano?
city person.
What's
I've been
Staten
a
Island?
city
Well,
person my
Staten
entire
Island is
life.
like Staten Island's like the woods compared to Manhattan, though. They have like
No, I
a
get it.
little
I
plot
understand
of
that too.
grass this big.
Well,
I just thought it was funny because I'd love to see Renee Graziano go at Bren or Aaron.
I think they'd get it. I think they'd care. They
What's the other one? Who was
Karen Gravano,
oh yeah,
Rita
she's even
Devanzo,
better. Oh yeah.
Rita.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a great podcast, Karen Gravano was just on Jennifer Graziano's hour and 20-minute episode.
Oh, it must have been great.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I bet it was. I miss those girls. And you know what? Give me a break. Anybody who needs an eco-friendly recipe, I can't. I can't deal with that nonsense, especially when you put in sunscreen on your dog. Well, your dog has hair on his body, so he doesn't necessarily need it. And
However,
acupuncture and all that
I
woke
will say she's a great housewife.
craziness. Yeah, she's a great housewife
She's
because
better than
she's
all the others.
nuts.
She's better than the
Nuts.
ones that they have. No wonder why they added her. And she's also better in front of the camera. She's so natural. Doesn't look like she's missed a beat. I was
No.
like, this kind of lady is like New York. She's fast. Like the other thing is like I think
And
it's
she has cookbooks that she doesn't read.
and also she's
That's so
like,
New
yes,
York.
clearly she's a lesbian,
Yeah,
but
no.
it was like secondary to her everything else about her. Like I found the rest of her so interesting. Like I didn't really I mean, obviously we could tell that the girl there, her wife is a
Yeah.
girl, but
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
how shocking was it that she's like a neuroscientist, so like some I was
Yeah,
it
I'm
just
impressed. Okay,
yeah,
but
they
she's
were
a little
normal. I guess what
crazy.
I'm saying is their sexuality
It was a little
lead.
crazy. They
It
were
didn't lead
eating.
the scene.
Yeah, but it was crazy that they're eating eco-friendly uh Connecticut pasta while the dog's having a big steak. I mean,
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah, you're right.
nuts. And we've been wondering why Rebecca Minkoff wasn't a real. Well, whoo-hoo, Scientology, L. Ron
I know.
Hubbard, all over that one.
I
She
can't
didn't
wait.
like it that anybody's gonna ask her about it.
But also the plane was so freaking loud. I was
Oh,
like, I,
I don't like
was that, do you
helicopters.
think Bryn was trying to be subtle to try to see if the newbie housewife, like if, like again,
I
we
was
didn't
surprised
get
it was only 3 of them. The rest had nothing to do it. Who paid for that helicopter?
those things are cheap.
Oh, they are? Okay,
You
well,
can pay like $300, $400 a person, minimum of like 3 or 4.
okay, well, that's
And they bring
still,
you there and back. It's like
they
20
could go
minutes.
on the jitney for like $40.
Yeah, but then you have to sit in the traffic.
Yeah, I know. What? Anyways,
I
what's her
mean,
name? Jizzle was ready to
Giselle, not Giselle.
Giselle was ready to jizzle
Ugh.
by the end.
Well,
All right, tell us what you think of the snark. We're going to keep the snark
absolutely.
going. And like I said, it turns out Jenna Lyons can afford her $250 Uber ride.
Yeah. So the others stop being poor.